All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to talk about Dillon Danis and his crew pulling guns on Logan Paul. I heard about this on Bisping's live stream today, that apparently Dillon Danis had some guy in his crew that pulled a gun in New York on Mike, oh my God, I can't pronounce his last name, but Logan Paul's best friend that does Impulsive with him. So that's a notable story for a multitude of reasons. Number one being that they did it in New York, and I'll tell you why that's notable. And then also, I mean, I guess Logan Paul is a multifaceted gentleman, right? Like, he's multi-talented. He's got his fingers in all kinds of stuff, right? But the point I was going to make is, like, Dillon Danis, why is he famous? He's a professional fighter, right? And generally, when guns come out among a group of professional fighters, you usually don't end up getting the reaction that you're expecting, which I have seen firsthand before. And I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Or at least you're not going to get the reaction you're hoping for. You know, like I have a feeling most of the time people have a real specific outcome that they think is going to happen when someone pulls a gun out. And usually that is not the reaction that they get among professional fighters. So anyway, but before I get into it, if you like the content, subscribe and ring the bell. I'm doing a new thing here where I'm promoting my Instagram. My Instagram is awesome. I'm going to prove that to you right now by showing you a reel that's hilarious, dude. And if you want to see more of them, then actually just go follow me on Instagram anyway. Ready? Check it.
Gabrielle, stop what you're doing. Selena Powell is going to jail for 2 years.
I don't know who that is.
Gab, she's a professional groupie. Babe, she had sex with Snoop and 50 Cent. Dude, she got Offset to give her 50 grand to have an abortion and she wasn't even pregnant.
I don't care.
She's pretty hot for like a really crazy groupie though. Now she's gonna do 2 years in jail, Gabrielle.
Good.
Cardi B said she'd kill her.
Probably.
Are there any celebrities crazier than Aaron Carter?
Maybe.
She banged him. Gabrielle, you're saying you wouldn't smash?
No.
Are you sure? Look at that. She doesn't look crazy even a little bit.
Come on, dude. That's top-notch quality content. Now go give me a follow, and I will appreciate it immensely forever. And also subscribe to this channel if you like. But, you know, you can. Or don't. But you should. Anyway, so diving into this particular conversation. Okay, so Dillon Danis is amazing at promoting himself, in my opinion. I think that he is amazing at promoting himself. Now, in order to promote yourself in the way that he does, you have to throw concern for your image to the wind. Like, he is the ultimate heel. Like, he is playing the heel to perfection, where he's kind of got like the, you know, oh, that guy's a joke thing going, while at the same time you're like, I mean, is he though? You know, like, is he really like a joke? I mean, like, he's doing it like he's a joke, but like, is he really a joke? Because you can watch him fight. The guy can fight. He's excellent at jiu-jitsu, but for some reason, just he's excellent at bringing like a disdain out of people, where they're like, fuck Dillon Danis. You know, Ali Abdelaziz slapped him. I think Bisping has. I have a feeling if Bisping actually ended up in the same place as him, he would be like, fuck you, Dillon Danis. But I don't think he'd be like super mad. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I think the fact that I could say Dillon Danis had one of his guys pulled a gun on Logan Paul, like, anyone who watches my channel and anyone who is even consider ever watching my channel, they know exactly who Dillon Danis is. And if you really think about it, it's like, well, what are his credentials in MMA? You're like, I don't know. He's like 2-0 or something in MMA. But every single person knows who he is, partially because he stood next to Conor McGregor. You know, he's like, if you're in Conor McGregor's crew, obviously you get a lot of exposure. But I think he's done a good job of, you know, continuing to perpetuate the exposure. But anyway, when it comes to pulling guns on people, right? Like, when it comes to, like, you know, oh, we got a problem, and it's like, oh, we got a problem. So here's the thing about that. Number one, a person who pulls a gun and doesn't use it gets no respect from me, okay? Like, I mean, even if you if you don't, just because you pull it out and you use it, you don't get respect from me. But a person who pulls it out and doesn't do anything with it really gets no respect from me. Because generally, what a person who's doing that is trying to do is they're trying to shortcut their way to respect, you know? Like, they're trying to shortcut their way to, you should be afraid of me. And it's like, you know, so like I was saying, like, the outcome that they're hoping for is they pull and they're hoping that guys are going to go, oh, whoa, man, whoa. Whoa. Don't do it, man. Don't fucking do it, man. But generally, when you pull a gun on a group of professional fighters, or, I don't know, former military, whatever, what you get is, the fuck you gonna do with that? Which I've seen firsthand before. I don't talk about situations where people commit felonies publicly, but I have personally witnessed that before. The fuck you gonna do with that? Maybe I might have said it myself. It's possible. But I don't rat people out for felonies. So that's another thing, okay? When you tell a story about Dillon Danis, his friend, pulling out a gun in New York, you're ratting on a guy doing a felony, which will 100% he'll go to jail. Like, let's just say someone wanted to look into that. Let's say someone looked into the story a little bit more. You've got witnesses. They can ID the guy that was with Dillon Danis. I have no idea how long ago this happened, so I might be talking out of my ass. If this happened 3 years ago, there's no security tapes, whatever, it doesn't matter. But if this happened last weekend and they can pull a security tape, ID the guy, he's going to jail, right? Like in New York, he's going to fucking jail. I mean, I'm not necessarily that you guys care, but it's certainly something I would consider if I was going to talk about it publicly. Because in New York, they don't play. Remember Plaxico Burress? He walked into a club. Guy's got every reason to be carrying a fucking gun around. He's super famous. There's a million people that would want to rob him. Like, who would not want to rob Plaxico Burress? But, you know, as a person maybe not experienced with the handling of firearms as much as owning them, he brought a gun tucked in his waistband in fucking sweatpants into a club. It fell out. It, fired, shot himself in the leg, went to prison, not destroyed, but really hurt his career. Cost him millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. No, you know what's crazy to think about? It's like, I've had a gun fall on the ground that was chambered before. That's fucking scary, actually. That fired off. But anyway, whatever. He probably had like a aftermarket trigger that was super, super fucking light. And then tucked it in his fucking sweatpants, chambered. Dumb. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. The only time that happened to me, actually, I was at jiu-jitsu in Texas. And I grabbed my back. I had a gun in my backpack. It was holstered, but like in a holster in my bag. And I went and grabbed my bag, and like the zipper was not all the way zipped, and so the whole, like a flap of your bag will just fucking open if it's not all the, when you grab it. That's what happened, because there's a heavy thing in there. It was a Shadow Systems MR920, so it's the exact same size as a Glock 19, and it fucking fell out onto the cement floor next to the mats. Like, just fell. Like, I grabbed it, went boom, boom, boom. It didn't fire, but I was like, sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. And I just went and grabbed it. They're all nice. I was like, not my finest moment. But yeah, so if you pull a gun on people and they tell you, and they just look at you like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that, bitch? That's what you call a backfire, because you definitely don't want to shoot someone, and you sure as hell don't want to shoot someone associated with Logan Paul, because you're gonna get caught. You're going to fucking jail. So whatever fucking idiot did that, that's a bad move, dude. There's nothing good coming out of that. I would imagine that they, like, if I was gonna hypothesize on Mike's reaction to that, if he pulled it on Mike, I bet he gave kind of like a disrespectful, I'm scared, like, whoa, like looking at, like, looking down his nose at him for pulling it out, but backing up, he gave him the hey man, the disrespectful backup would be my guess. How about I take that and I fuck you with it? Huh? How about I take that gun and I fuck your mouth with it before I shove it up your ass? How about that, bitch? You gonna do something with that? How about I fuck your goddamn mouth with that gun? I'm not saying I would have done that. Yes, I am. I don't know. You're gonna have to pull a gun on me to find out, dude. Find out if I'm scared. What are we talking about? Don't pull guns in fucking New York, man. You're gonna go to jail. Okay? You're gonna go to fucking jail for that. It's not a good look. Jail in New York, you do not want to go to jail. You don't want to go to jail, period. You really don't want to go to jail in fucking New York. You go to Rikers, dude. You pull that shit in New York City, go to Rikers. I've seen enough documentaries on Rikers to know I don't want to fucking go there. Not a lot of white dudes there. Not a lot of white dudes. A lot of Latin Kings, a lot of Bloods and Crips. Not a lot of white dudes. Doesn't look like your options for cool people to hang out with are going to be very high. And even if you find some cool people, you still have absolutely no power there at all. They're just going to take your shoes and shit. Fuck that. What are you going to do with that shank, bitch? The fuck are you going to do with that, huh? Huh? What you going to do with that, huh? You going to try to fucking stab me with that? I'm going to take that. I'm going to fuck your mouth with it. What? Anyway, so yeah, Dillon Danis' friend. That was dumb, dude. Dumb. You better hope they don't come looking for you, dude. Anyway, Dillon's a tough guy. Like, why do you need to fucking pull guns out? Dillon, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I got.